Who do I think Jesus is? I believe that God continued to witness how human beings treated one another, how lost we were, how we treated ourselves, the lack of kindness, compassion, concern we had for one another, the focus on selfishness, greed, taking advantage of each other. And he said to himself, how do I show them what real love looks like? How do I show them my love for them? How do I show them the love that they all possess if they just realized it? And he decided to pour all of the pure love he could inside of one being. But that being had to come in human form. That being would have to walk among all the people and let them see and feel his love for themselves. Let them witness the unselfishness, the kindness, the forgiveness, and let them see for themselves that they can choose not to judge one another, but instead give that person grace for their shortcomings or difficulties. So he created the literal offspring of his love, pouring as much love as he could into this human form. This being of love would be called Jesus. His offspring, made of love, would walk among men and women so they could experience his love for themselves right in front of them, walking this earth. He knew that when he sent his beloved Son, that many would be saved from their ignorance, saved from their own self-condemnation, saved from the lies that had so many believing that this life is all there is, that it ends here, so take everything you can at all costs and forget about the cost. But he also knew that some would be angry and threatened by someone they couldn't control with the earthly promise of riches or power, someone who lived for a greater kingdom, not of this world. He knew those threatened would try to destroy the messenger that was sent to save. So he made that part of the plan. This being sprung from his own heart and his own being would be sacrificed and crucified on a cross by those who hated him. But in doing so, he would proclaim that all sin would forever die on that cross. If one would simply recognize that the cross is there for them to lay upon it their greed, their selfishness, their jealousy, their slothfulness, their hatefulness, and their anger. That all they had to do to purge their sins and accept the purest grace is to recognize the love of his Son that would always be waiting to dwell in their hearts if they just open their hearts to that love. Imagine what the world would look like if each person looked at every other human being through the same eyes of love which Jesus sees us. Imagine if every government official who was elected or appointed to serve thought not about their own personal enrichment through special favors and alliances that conflict with the true needs of those they serve, but instead they thought about who they are becoming as they step into their elected roles. What if the last thing on their mind was about getting more rich and powerful than they already were, and the first thing on their mind was, how can I truly serve the people who elected me while I'm in this office? All of us, not just government officials, should consider the question, to whom or to what are we in service? Jesus said, the greatest among you shall be your servant. That is a definition of greatness that we all need to ponder as we think about and as we seek to become greater. Becoming more successful, more wealthy, more influential, those things are fine things because the more resources we have, the more good we can do, but are we remembering to serve? I like to remind myself of that question every day, and it seems like when I focus on service in everything I do, when I constantly ask myself, am I in service to others? And I do my best to be so and to do so, my life continues to expand in great ways. It gets happier, more fulfilled, and yes, even more prosperous, which brings me to the perfect explanation of why that happens. Again, from the words of Jesus. But seek ye first, the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things shall be added unto you. It says a lot. I hope you have a beautiful day today, and remember to try to focus on love and service and just see what happens. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments, and please share this with someone you know who might need this message right now. And until next time, make it a good one.